Hi everyone and welcome to the first episode of our live talk show, The Joy of Pet Companionship. Okay, so today join us as we delve into the amazing journey of pet care. So we will be tackling three segments for today's live. So we have invited three esteemed guest veterinarians to discuss with us three very important topics in pet care. So our first segment will be about the common pet health problems. So it would tell us more about the common problems that we encounter with our pets. And then for the second segment, it will be about pet behavior and management. And then for the last and not the least segment, it's about pet emergencies. So we will be opening the floor for question and answers. So stay tuned until the end of the live and then send us your questions so that we can answer them at the end of this live. So we will also be choosing a few winners from our viewers. So comment and subscribe on our socials. So follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Thank you. So let's start. So just relax and watch. Okay, so welcome to our first segment. So this is about common pet health concerns. So we have here Dr. Joshua C. So thank you so much for joining us. So and our special guest Radish. Yes. Radish is Vets in Practice Mandaluyong's baby dog. Okay, so Dr. Josh is one of the senior veterinarians at Vets in Practice the Fort. So he practices cardio, soft tissue surgery, and internal medicine. So Dr. Josh is here to help us learn about common pet health concerns. Oh, Dr. Josh.
So thank you for that wonderful introduction. So again, I'm Dr. Joshua. I'm in VIP the Fort now. So I will be discussing with you yung common pet health concerns. So with me, this is Radish. Like Dr. Nikki said, she is a very sprightly dog. No. So anyway, I'm here to give you tips on how to check your pets to ensure that they are in good condition. So that's why we have Radish here, no? So we know how to check them properly. So for example, let's start with the basics. For example, you're going to buy a new pet. ano yung dapat natin tignan sa kanila. Okay? Can someone hold?
I'll help you.
Okay. So, what should we look at no pagka titingin tayo ng bagong dog? Of course, we want a healthy one pagka po yung pili tayo. No? First, ang una natin titignan sa kanila, start with the head. Okay, what would you say, Radish?
Radish, say arf arf.
Okay. So, let's start with the head. Ang pinakauna natin titignan will be the mucous membrane. So, you just have to steady.
So we will check the mucous membranes if Radish cooperates.
So you just have to check the upper lip of our good pet here. Okay?
Okay.
So, yeah, sige. Tapaanin
Wait.
ka na lang.
Can
So you just
someone-
have to lift the upper lip. So inside, of course, makita natin yung kanyang gums. The gums should be in a pinkish color. Not red, not pale white, no? Kasi it may indicate a problem. And then, of course, check natin yung dentition. That's for older dogs, no? Pero for puppies naman, you won't see too much. Then, the eyes and the nose. The eyes should not have any significant discharges, like yung sobrang pagbumuta or, anything out of the usual. Nose should be slightly moist para malaman natin na good ang kanyang hydration, maganda yung kanyang respiratory tract. Not too much din dapat yung kanyang discharges. Okay? Then next naman, let's go to the ears. Yung kanilang ears naman should be clean. Dapat you can see it pala, but the ears should not have any particular discharges. Should be clean. The ear pinna or yung balat here should be pinkish in color din. Then, of course, yung kanyang skin in general, check nyo din. They should be free from external parasites like ticks, o yung tinatawag nating garapata, fleas, pati yung mga lice. No? Kahit ano man yung gumagapang na makita nyo dyan, dapat wala yun. Okay? Of course, all of those external parasites may bring kasi mga blood
More
parasites.
serious
More
diseases.
serious diseases like blood parasitism and even mga intestinal worms can be transmitted by the parasites na yun, no? And of course, let's go naman sa kanyang chest. So, anong dapat natin tignan sa chest nila? No, so this is generally for all dogs. Respiration at rest dapat na patient natin na pet natin. At rest dapat it's around 15 to 35 breaths per minute, no? More than that, it may again indicate a significant problem or a disease. And pagka ganun, of course, again, pagka at rest sobrang bilis, baka kailangan natin dalhin na sa ating mga veterinarian. Okay? Common problems na dinadala sa amin pagdating sa Okay, so common problems na dinadala sa amin when it comes to respiratory diseases would be coughing. So, coughing, ibig sabihin na ito, umuubo sila. And yes, may ubo rin po ang mga dogs. Parinig mo kung paano? Pero, parang ubo lang din ng tao. No? May kita niyo say forceful na paglabas ng air sa bibig. Ganon. Okay? So, others naman, of course, may sinisipon. Katulad ng diniscuss natin kanina. So, again, just bring your pet to the nearest veterinarian or nearest clinic para lang, and especially sa VIP, kaya nga tayo nandito eh. Okay?
Best in practice.
So, next naman, punta tayo sa may tiyan nila. So, ang tiyan nila, paano natin check naman? Sa tummy naman, just palpate it lightly. Okay? So, pag pinapalpate natin yan, a dog in pain would tense up or parang biglang titigas yung kanilang tiyan. Okay? Sometimes naman, they will whimper, they will whine, they will cry, or in worst cases, bigla silang nangangagat. So, be careful na din. Sometimes lang naman yun. Okay? So, again, pag nangyari yun, we are available 24/7. Okay? Then, lastly, punta naman tayo sa kanilang sa kanilang tail, sa kanilang puwet, no, we should look at yung kanilang anus. Yeah, the anus should be dry. Okay? Dapat walang parang namamasa sa likod nila around the tail, around the anus. Kasi again, it may indicate na nagkakaroon sila ng diarrhea or any gastric issues. Okay? So, that will be the basics para lang i-check natin externally sa bahay yung ating pasyente. Of course, kung may hindi naman tayo sabihin natin, bigla lang ayaw kumain, nanghihina, no? Dalhin na lang natin sa sa vet natin, sa VIP, no, para matignan agad natin kung ano nangyayari sa kanila or bakit nag-iiba yung behavior. So, yeah, okay na si Randish. Basically, if you feel uncomfortable with how your pet is presenting, we are available naman to answer any of your concerns. So, next naman na gusto ko i-tackle will be sa preventive care natin. That would be yung ating vaccinations. Again, for vaccinations, usually they will provide a booklet. The veterinarian or yung breeder nyo will provide a booklet. Pag tinignan nyo yung loob, if ever may mga stickers on, it should be signed by a veterinarian, no? Kasi if walang sign, usually hindi siya valid. No, my respect goes to all the breeders, but they are not licensed kasi to give vaccines or kaya just to ensure lang yung safety ng pets natin. Make sure na it is signed by a licensed veterinarian para hindi tayo magkaroon ng problem, no? So that will be vaccines against rabies, vaccines against yung common na narinig natin like parvo, distemper, and especially now na sobrang lakas ng ulan, yung leptospirosis. Okay, and meron din tayong mga dewormings na binibigay sa kanila, no, in the first few weeks ng life nila, no, binibigay natin to or binibigay ng ating mga veterinarians. So again, if you have a new pet, i-check nyo lahat to. If you're unsure, tawag nyo lang po or pumunta po kayo sa vets nyo agad, sa VIP, sa Vets in Practice, para ma-check po namin fully yung inyong pets.
And also the easiest way for you to remember your pet's vaccination or overall health is to get a pet wellness plan from Vets in Practice. So it's very convenient for pet owners because it includes everything that your pet might need in all their lifespan. So we have puppy, senior and adult.
Yeah. So yeah, it contains everything, no, from simple fecalysis to blood test to heartworm test to mga simple procedures, pati spay and neuter. No, even yung mga vitamins, ticks and flea preventives,
yes.
and yung mga vaccines, it's all included there. So for more informations regarding the pet wellness plan, call any of our VIP branches. Again, that's VIP, it's Vets in Practice.
Yes, okay. So we will be entertaining 3 questions from the comment section. So Dr. Josh will be able to answer them now. So from Gianina Gonzalez, what is the most common disease you encounter in senior dogs?
Okay, in senior dogs, actually, there could be 2 common talaga, pinaka-common. One is sa joints nila, no, like humans, pag tumatanda yung joints natin, humihina, dogs may present with limping or simply nahihirapan bigla siyang tumayo. Okay? Nahihirapan tumayo. And that could be an indication for osteoarthritis, for example. Or that could be indication for another type of disease. Okay? So, the next one naman will be heart problems. No, katulad kanina, Dr. Nikki mentioned, I do practice parang sa cardiac or sa cardio. So, one of the presenting signs of a dog with a heart disease is coughing. So, coughing is very particular with us, especially in older patients. So, once you see your dog or your pet, your cat, included, if you see them presenting something weird talaga that is out of the ordinary, we do advise talaga that you bring them to us. Okay? You bring them to us just to make sure that again your pet is in good health condition.
So,
Okay?
as we always say, prevention is always better than cure. So, if your pets are getting near the geriatric or the senior age, it is better for you to like bring them in for regular general checkups so that if there's an early indication of a more serious disease, we can treat them early, right, Doc?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay, so for the second question is from Miss Jen Pantaleon. So, every year po ba dapat pinapa-deworm ang dogs?
Yes, no, we do advise. Actually, we advise nga at the very least, no, twice a year or every 6 months. Now, the reason why we do biannual deworming is to help prevent any internal parasitism sa may patient natin. Sa may pet natin. Okay, by internal parasite, sa may gastric po yan, sa kanilang stomach and intestines. Okay, kasi pagka hindi natin dinideworm, tapos bigla na lang winawalk natin sa park or winawalk natin somewhere else na, madaming contact with other pets, biglang pag-uwi, nagkakaroon sila ng issues, biglang lumalambot yung kanilang dumi, bigla sila nagsusuka, and that could be related doon sa sa mga worms na tinatawag natin. Okay? So have them dewormed biannually at least, no? Again, para mas safe tayo.
Also, it's safer for you dog owners to have your pet regularly deworm because may mga ibang worms that could actually affect humans as well. So, mas better talaga na preventive yung deworming nila para safe yung dog and then safe yung owner.
Yes, especially if you have mga toddlers. Of course, mga toddlers, hindi sila basta nilalaro nila yung dog, then bigla nila isusubo yung kamay nila. No, again, be safe everyone.
Okay, for our last question for this segment is from Dash Velasquez. What is the best probiotic for dogs?
Best probiotics. Actually, there is a lot of choices talaga in the market, no? Yeah, to name a few, there's Promax, there's Benimac, no? Madami talaga, pero basically naman probiotics are there as a supplement. No, hindi naman sila yung talagang kailangan. They are there for as a supplement para mas gumanda yung gut health nila, para mas gumanda yung immunity nila. No, so yeah, for that, no, I don't have any specific answer for the best probiotic. No.
It's just usually parang support sa gut nila. Usually we prescribe it after like series of antibiotics, ganyan, to support yung gut health and yung overall na yung balance dun sa kanilang flora ng tiyan nila. Okay? Yan. So, thank you so much, Dr. Josh, for that very informative discussion. So, we will come back for the second segment. So, I would advise all the viewers to please stay tuned until the end of the live. And then, comment all your questions and stay watching because you will get a lot more information with the next segments. Okay, we will also be choosing few winners that will win some exciting prizes. So, stay tuned. Hi again, everyone. So, welcome to the second segment of our live talk show. So, I have here Dr. Ali to discuss to discuss about pet behavior and training. So, Dr. Ali is one of Vets in Practice Mandaluyong senior veterinarian. She practices rehabilitation and alternative therapy, and also internal medicine, soft tissue surgery, and exotic animal medicine as well. So with this segment, Doc Ali will be discussing behavioral problems like separation anxiety, aggression, destructive behaviors, and also she will be able to share with us valuable advice on positive reinforcement techniques, socialization, and overall creating a harmonious environment with our pets. So, Doc Ali, thank you for joining me tonight.
Hello. Hi, good evening. I'm Doc Ali. So today I'm going to discuss to you like tips and tricks on how to manage your pets, especially showing aggressive behavior, separation anxiety, and other things. So, first of all, for aggressive dogs and cats, usually what we encounter is pag nag-aaway sila, so, or if in case na-encounter nila is something na natitrigger sila. So, for example, for dogs na nag-aaway, so if in case you ever encounter that scenario, never put your hand in between the two dogs na nag-aaway. So, kasi syempre makakagat ho kayo. So, what you do is try to get something to separate them in between them, and then make sure that meron silang nakataling harness or doon sa leeg or doon sa mismo pong nilang body, and try to pull them away from the scenario. So, never ever try to yun nga, pag-awan nyo sila, pag-separate sila with just your hand. Then for cats naman, if in case they're aggressive, ayun, so what we do is try to not to provoke them any longer na kasi yun nga, they want their personal space. So as much as possible, just calm down and try to approach them in a way na you can work around within them. So we have videos here that can show you about an aggressive dog, kung ano itsura nila, and an aggressive cat din. So, dogs muna, yung pakita natin. And so here is an aggressive dog. Yan, trying to bark on the other person since hindi nga kasi siya kilala. So what he's showing here is actually a territorial aggression or almost fear aggression. So tinatry niyang palayasin talaga yung owner. So ay yung lalaki. So when it comes to those kinds of scenarios, as much as possible, delikado actually yung ginagawa niya kung pinoprovoke pa niya yon. Pero ang maganda gawin doon sa ganong types of dogs is try to contact a trainer, yung mga legitimate sila or basta sila, trained sila na people to handle those types of dogs. So eventually it can help kasi na at least maano natin sila eh. So kasi mahirap din na ikaw lang yung magte-train for your dog, especially kung hindi ka magaling maging handler. So, socialization and good control are important factors in trying to control an aggressive dog.
Yeah, safe socialization as always. So, since as per Doc Ali, the video we showed before is like the fear aggression. So, there are different types of aggression talaga with dogs. So, sometimes we just need to expose them slowly to like a safe space so that they can learn to properly socialize.
Ayun. So, with that, since aggressiveness can be brought up from either factors na history nila of trauma or whatnot, usually, pwede natin matone down yung aggressiveness ng dogs and cats by spay and neuter.
Yes.
So, ang natin kasi, us vets, we advocate kasi ang spay and neuter programs in order not to just prevent yung pagdami nila, but as well as, yun nga, malesen yung aggressive behavior. So, hindi naman totally mawawala kasi, like, for example, personality nila talaga yun, pero at least matone down lang siya. So here in Vets in Practice, we actually have a promo right now na if you like to try, na kasi may kaming you get 20% off on all neutering services.
For dogs and cats.
For dogs and cats. So,
Yes.
ang ano natin dito is until the end of the month siya, itong
Yes.
promo na to. So, if you like to avail, just message us or contact our receptionist on every branches na meron si Vets in
Yes,
Practice.
since we advocate for like neutering for everyone, like for all pets, even especially on multiple pet household, because aggression could also start with like if the dogs are sexual,
Yes.
if they are hormonal, especially when they're nearing heat, or there's a female in heat around and there are two dogs around. So it also like neutering could also prevent a lot of unwanted diseases as well.
Correct. So yung since Doc Nick already nabanggit niya na yun, such as pyometra and mga prostatitis, yun yung mapaprevent natin for our dogs and cats. So also yung iba din kasi is nagkakaroon ng UTI, so pwedeng matone down din yun. So in terms of separation anxiety, ang ano na lang natin for those types of pets ay actually usually it's another type of behavior na pwedeng mangyari from trauma din or maybe fostered sila tapos hindi nila kasi sila sanay na mag-isa
Abandonment
issues or sobrang bonded lang sila with the owners. So mayroon akong video na i-show right now regarding sa separation anxiety na cat and what we can do about it. Separation anxiety yung cat na kumakain. Ayan. So, we have here a cat. Meron siyang abandonment issues. Ayan. So, ang ginawa ng owner, since aalis siya, turn off the lights, yun yung cue kasi ng pet na alam niyang aalis na yung owner. Ang ginawa ng owner just to make sure na hindi siya masyadong magkaroon sa separation anxiety sana, she left some food. Ayan. This is yung behavior actually na pinapakita. Vocalizing. And then magsa-stop once na bumalik yung owner. So what we can do at home para at least ma-ease out yung ganitong pakiramdam nila is we can provide before going out, you can, for example, for dogs, try to give treats na matagal bago maubos. Like yung minauso ngayon, I think you're familiar with Kong, yung lalagyan mo siya ng treats sa loob. So, as much as possible, yung matagal maubos sana. Tapos didilaan kasi nila yun. Oo. And then, for cats naman, yun, you can try to give yung mga toys or yung something na licky mat. Matagal siya. Yan. So, for at least 20 to 30 minutes, madadistract sila and mapaprevent yung boredom. Dito rin kasi lumalabas yung pag may separation anxiety, yung nagkakaroon ng destructive behavior. So, yun yung mga pwede natin gawin. Plus, for cats, katulad nitong case niya, we can use aromatherapies such as using chamomile or lavender for your humidifiers. Or yung mas safest kasi is using pheromones na actually they were derived from mother cats, kaya nagka-calm down sila. Others can actually use radios or music. So, sa Spotify, may kita nyo naman na meron dong cat and dog music. So,
Calming music.
Calming music, you can use that for your pets as well.
Okay, so separation anxiety kasi 'di ba parang it's a problem because it causes stress sa pets natin. So with stress kasi comes with a lot of problems that would arise eventually.
Yes.
So too much stress for pets could also cause like immune suppression. So yun.
So, regarding with that, pag stress yung pet nyo, especially kung may nag-change ng behavior, actually, dapat alarming na rin yan sa ating mga pet owners kasi it's one of the signalments na baka may sakit din yung pets nyo. So, for example, a cat na male, ay bigla na lang po siya nag-iba ng behavior, na bigla na lang siya naging aggressive, nag-vocalize habang umiihi dun sa litter box. So usually, yung ganong case, baka may UTI or may blockage doon sa kanyang ihian. For those cases, I recommend na pumunta kayo agad sa clinic, especially here dito sa Vets in Practice, para at least ma-check sila. Ayun. So usually emergency cases kasi siya.
So of course before we rule out that the weird actions of our pets is only behavioral, dapat talagang ma-check muna sila, no?
Yes.
Kasi baka mamaya it's not behavioral, baka kaya pala ganun is there's like underlying
Course.
disease na kailangan palang i-address. So, thank you, Doc Ali, for that very informative discussion about pet behavior. So, the floor is open for 2 questions for this segment. So, from Jane C, how about if the away is between a cat and a dog?
Oh, okay. Sige. So, away. Alright, sige. If in case kung nag-aaway yung dogs and cats nyo, we just have to know kasi ano bang triggers. So, maybe pagkain kasi, maybe kasi nagnanakaw sila from each other na food bowl. So, if in case ayun yung triggers nyo, try to separate your pets. Oo. Tapos, ang recommended ko kasi, if in case gusto nyo talagang mag-bond yung pets nyo, try to separate them for a while. And then, gagawa kayo kasi ng harang. Either the door, yun yung separation nila. Tapos, dapat maging accustomed sila dun sa smell nila. Once na na-try nyo silang naamoy na isa't isa, tapos may pagkain naman dun in between the door, then try to open the door ajar. Tapos, at least nakita nila isa't isa. Pero I think for dogs and cats, medyo tricky to. Pero kung same species, I think it will work naman kasi.
For cats kasi the usual problem is kasi cats, they usually like their own space.
Yes.
So, and then dogs are very curious and wants to invade. So, it's best for us. Kasi I personally have a cat and a dog and they're literally like a cat and a dog. So, they always fight as well. Because my cat prefers having his own space and then my dog wants to like invade that space all the time.
Correct.
So, I make sure that my cat has a safe space to hide para if ever natitrigger na siya, magtago na siya, ganun.
Yeah, yun. So, like me, in our household, may dogs and cats din within the same area. What I do is, I put yung kainan nila in a higher space, yung sa pusa, and yung sa dogs, dun lang sila. Away pa rin dun sa cats. Yun lang naman.
Okay. So, second question from Kish. I hope I'm saying this right. Potgeiter. Oh my gosh. How do I manage my dog if he's only aggressive towards a certain member of the household? He's nice to everyone else naman. Why is he acting this way?
Okay, sige. So, for these kinds of aggressiveness, maybe first time nung nakita nung dog mo itong certain person na to, meron siyang naalala na he didn't like. Oo. So, I think what you have to do is kailangan mo lang talaga na that person shouldn't trigger whatever is happening on that area. For as much as possible, maybe may moment ba na pag sila lang ba dalawa mag-isa, nung dog and siya, aggressive pa ba? Kasi sometimes it's territorial eh. So, maybe kapag kasama ka lang, doon na siya aggressive. Pero kung silang dalawa lang, kawala lang naman.
Maybe the member of the household should learn to slowly earn the trust of the pet.
Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes kasi it's really just about trust or baka yung dog is just very fearful towards the
If in case hindi to makontrol, that's the time na maybe you need to seek help. So trainers are there para at least malesen yung aggression ng dog nyo. And most likely yung gagawin nila kasing training is yung positive reinforcement.
Yes.
Oo, yan. Yan yung mga usually na gagawin. Kasi kailangan mag-behave yung dog mo and sumunod siya sa'yo na it's okay. Itong tao na to, certain member of the family is okay. Hindi siya dapat katakutan. Okay?
So one more question. So we have one more question from Maan Limayo. My dog Adoption tends to have anxiety whenever I go home late. Is shivering a symptom of anxiety for dogs? How can I train my dog not to be anxious whenever I'm not around?
Okay, sige. So almost the same to nung dun sa pinakita kong video na cat. So what we can do is actually this type of almost training din to for your high anxiety dogs. Whenever, for example, kukunin mo yung keys mo, try to parang bimix around mo siya. Hindi every time na aalis ka, kukunin mo yung keys mo, yun yung triggers. So, minsan, parang if-fake mo siya na kukunin mo yung keys, pero hindi ka aalis. Tapos, every day, try to do that and work around. Eventually, pag narinig niya yung keys, hindi ibig sabihin nung lalabas ka. Then, most likely, baka ma-stop na din yung anxiety issues nila. Yun. Or, yun nga, try to use calming chews or maybe yun pang patangkal ng boredom. Oo. Every time na aalis ka, meron silang reward na makukuha. So, give out treats.
Well, actually, I also read an article about this. Like for dogs and pets with anxiety, we can actually communicate with them every day. So like use simple words like I will be back, I will leave, but I will be back. So just repeatedly tell them that, and then just stick with the schedule that you will be back. Or sometimes if it's really hard for your dogs, you can get the pet camera. You know that you can communicate with them, and then they can hear your voice. So sometimes even if you're away, they can hear your voice. So parang it could help them also not be too anxious.
Yan. With the help of technology, kaya na natin.
Yes,
Yan.
there's an app for that.
Yes. Yan.
Okay, so thank you so much again, Dr. Ali, for entertaining our questions. So, Dr. Ali will be back later at the end for more questions from you guys. So, again, stay tuned until the end of the live because we have amazing prizes for you and we will be picking some winners from the viewers. So, stay tuned for until the last segment of this live. Thank you so much, everyone. Hello again, everyone. So welcome to the third segment of our vet talk show. So we have here Dr. Lem
Hi, guys.
Gamaro. Yes, to discuss with us about pet first aid and emergency preparedness. So Dr. Lem is here to help us to help us be informed on how crucial it is for pet owners to be prepared, and he will share important information about pet first aid and including how to handle common injuries and creating an emergency plan and knowing when to seek immediate veterinary care. So, Dr. Lam, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Okay.
Sa mga viewers natin at home, thanks for watching. And I'll be discussing about pet first aid and emergency preparedness. Now, I think we should discuss first when is it an emergency?
Yes. So, when nga ba?
Kasi if ever halimbawa what happened to your pet, if you saw your pet get into a vehicular accident, then syempre, that almost always immediately constitutes an emergency.
Yes.
Or kapag halimbawa you see that your dog is panting tapos hindi siya gaano ka-responsive, like when you call their names, tapos you just keep panting and you really think that the airway is compromised, no? Then that would be an emergency. Pero yung mga gray areas like vomiting, konting panghihina, that's what we're here to discuss.
Sometimes shivering, we don't know if it's just like fever ba or parang nervousness, ganyan.
Yeah, so most commonly, I think there's a study that they did. The top 3 emergencies that veterinary professionals handle is, unang-una is a vehicular accident. Then yung pangalawa is a seizure. And then pangatlo is poison ingestion, right? So yung mga usual na household cleaning materials usually
Chocolate.
could be, chocolate, grapes or whatever, di ba? So yun, unahin na natin yung ingestion. I have here with me these black capsules are activated charcoal. No, I think this is available naman in drugstores or mga wellness shops. And what this does is it binds to toxins that your pet may have ingested, no? So kung sakali na you're in your home and then you see that parang merong nabuksan na cleaning materials tapos your dog is there salivating, then just give a capsule, no? So siguro a good guideline would be 1 capsule per 10 kilograms, no? So I think that would suffice naman na. And that should buy us enough time and even help with the toxin absorption, no? Before you go to the vet. Kasi syempre may travel time pa rin eh, di ba? So that could buy us some time. And then, bringing them immediately kasi we don't know kung gaano ka-toxic yung substance na ingest nila until we see it. Right? So after noon, that would probably entail some hospitalization and observation for the next few days.
Yes.
But we'll be doing testing for that. And if in
Yes.
any case, Vets in Practice has 4 branches that accepts emergency 24/7.
Yes, we're here for you guys. 24
Yeah, oo.
hours a
So,
day. 7 days a week.
yeah. So we're spread around Manila. There are 4 branches that you could choose from depende kung saan kayo malapit. First is sa Alabang for those people in the south. Tapos pangalawa natin is Fort, no, sa Taguig. Tapos pangatlo is Mandaluyong, and then the third one is in Katipunan sa QC.
Yes.
So if you think your pet is having an emergency, doon na agad. Alright?
Yes.
We're equipped to deal with it naman din. Alright?
Sometimes you don't call na.
Don't call na. Just bring them
just
over.
bring them in because sometimes yung time that it takes for you to like pick up the phone and call is very important.
Yeah,
It's also a time that we lose saving your pet. So
this is an announcement. If you think your pet is having an emergency, don't call. Punta na kayo dito agad. Alright?
Yes.
So, 4 branches. Again, Alabang, the Fort, Mandaluyong, and then Katipunan in QC. Alright? Tapos, the next few ones that I have here are bandages, tapes, and splints. No?
yes.
So these gauzes, it doesn't have to be sterile. You can buy this in bulk. No, this is a very good material for cleaning wounds that your pet may have sustained. No, sa kahit anong injury like again vehicular accidents or baka may dumali siya sa somewhere sa garden niya while playing around. So this or kinagat, yeah. So pwede to. This is a very good cleaning material so it doesn't stick to the wound. And it could absorb some of the liquids that you'll put in it. No?
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be sterile again. No? Tapos, what you can do is kung ano yung sakop ng wound, halimbawa you have a wound here, just put a thick wad of gauze over it and then tape it using tape. No? So what we use here is, this is zinc oxide tape, but yung mga paper tape sa mga drugstore would suffice. No? As long as the gauze sticks to it, and then dalhin na ulit agad natin. Especially if there's active bleeding.
Yes,
right?
so putting pressure on the wound and could help with to arrest the bleeding.
Yes. So ibang-iba kasi yung mga open wounds lang na mukhang malaki but it's kind of shallow. And then meron din mga deep wounds na merong active bleeding. So yun medyo mas kailangan agad ng immediate attention. No?
But again, like pack the wound well on the way here.
Exactly.
Right?
Oo, tama. Tapos, yung next one natin is problems with the airways. Okay? So most of the time, kapag may handaan sa bahay, and there are a lot of people in your household that you cannot keep an eye on naman, di ba? Siyempre. Your pet may ingest some stuff that he shouldn't ingest. Okay? So, pork bones, grapes na pinakain ng kung sino or whatever. So, kung halimbawa na you see that your dog has been vomiting frequently, no? So by frequent, siguro we're talking about mga 3 instances of vomiting within the span of a few hours, like 2 to 3. That's an emergency, okay? So dalhin na agad natin something kasi might be lodged in their esophagus, no? Sa mga gastrointestinal tract, ganun. So kapag halimbawa na yung pet nyo has exhibited ng biglaang panghihina, okay? As in, one moment playing, tapos makulit, being in their usual selves. And then the next one, sobrang hina na nila.
Yes.
Hindi masyadong responsive, then that could constitute as an emergency.
A good way to check this could be like when you offer them a treat and then
Yeah.
they don't stand up, or what usually gets them excited doesn't
excite
them
na.
anymore. So that's
a-
actually not a good sign.
Yeah. So it could be anything. Kaya mahalaga rin na when you're planning to get a pet, no, Scan the area for the clinics around you that could accept emergencies. No, again, we have 4 all across Manila. Tapos, yun, I think that's part of being prepared din eh. Knowing your the clinics in your vicinity.
Surrounding, yes.
Okay, and yeah. I think that's it naman for pet first aid and emergency preparedness. We have time for 3 questions, I think.
Yes, 3 questions
Can I
from
have
the
the
comment
first one,
section. So, oh, hi ma'am. Hi, Miss Marla. So, this
Ah.
is a question from Miss Marla. So, what is the best first aid for a bee sting for our dogs and best first aid for eye irritation if we are out of town or at the beach and there's no nearby vet?
Okay. So, bee stings. Alright? Most probably, if your dog got stung by a bee and nakita nyo nag-puff off yung face nila, it's most likely an allergic reaction. And
From the sting.
from the sting, yeah. So, what you could do, siguro, pack a few tablets of antihistamines, no? With your, kasi it's over the counter naman eh. You shouldn't have any trouble getting it.
It's like Benadryl is
Benadryl,
actually
yeah.
a safe and mild antihistamine for dogs.
Loratadine is also one, so just a tablet could do. Okay?
Yes.
So, kapag na-sting sila, just, ayun, bigay kayo ng isang tablet if you can. And if, halimbawa, it takes about mga 2 or 3 hours na hindi humuhupa yung inflammation, it might need something stronger, so kailangan na siyang ma-check if that happens.
Sometimes also you can look for yung tail of the bee kasi
Yeah.
sometimes it gets stuck on the skin. So, pag hindi nag-work yung antihistamine, you could look for it and then remove it. Kasi it's, basta naka-embed pa yon, it's still like, nag-excrete
Yes.
pa rin siya ng mga toxins.
Toxins or
Yung mga sting.
yes, allergens, no, that could do that. And then best first aid for eye irritation, depende. Kasi most of the time, what causes your eye injury is a scratch. No? So for that, usually it's visible naman. May makikita kayong parang white speck dun sa eye that moves along with the eyes. So if ever your dog looks to the right, then the speck would move then. Alright? So that would actually require medication for a few days. And yeah, siguro you could put
For first aid siguro what we can like they can damp some wet cotton.
yeah,
Don't use gauze kasi it's like a bit rough.
it's
So
irritant. Yeah.
you can use a wet cotton to try to wipe your eye, the dog's eye. So
Might-
if it doesn't work, we need to bring them in.
Yeah, for check-up talaga, no? It could be anything else pa rin naman. There are a lot of eye conditions that we have to treat. Okay?
Okay, for the third question for this segment is from Marion Flores. What to do when my dog chokes on her kibble and food?
Okay. Siguro what you can do, no, is get dog food that has smaller kibble size. Okay? Or, kung sakali na it really happens, yung mga treats, no, we talked about it kanina, it's an airway problem. So, it should be removed right away, no, by a licensed veterinarian. Okay?
Or if it does happen like super often with the normal food, you can use those slow feeders, no?
Yes,
Yeah.
the slow
So-
feeders. Usually kasi the dogs, they're very voracious eaters. So, ilapag mo bigla yung food, few seconds, ubos
agad,
na.
yes.
So, medyo mahirap yun. It puts them at risk of choking.
Yes.
No?
And
So,
gastric
yeah.
problems, minsan pag super bilis, they don't get digested properly, the food. And also, siguro, ano rin talaga, you can like soak the kibbles on like water para mas malambot. So,
Yeah, just for a few minutes before you offer them para...
it prevents them from choking kasi.
Yes.
Okay. So, I think that's it for this segment. Thank you so much, Dr. Lem,
Yeah, thank you.
for
Thank
giving us all this information about pet first aid and emergency preparedness. So, again, we will be opening the floor for the question and answer segments for all the segments, for all the first and second and third segments. So, we will bring back all our esteemed guest veterinarians to answer your questions. So, thank you and stay tuned until the end of the live.
Stay
So,
tuned, guys.
and we will also have a special guest surprise at the end of the live. So, watch out for that. Baka si Taylor Swift yun.
Yeah.
Sige. Yun, thank you guys for listening
Thank
to
you,
the third
thank you, guys.
segment.
Thank
Thank you, Dr. Lem. guys! So, welcome to the final segment of our live. On cue! So, this is the question and answer portion. Yes, Miss Universe. Okay. So, we'll be getting questions from you guys from the comment section. So, send your questions na. So, first question, I think this is for Dr. Joshua C. Yeah, so, from Angelo Raimundo. Hi Doc, natitreat po ba ang hyphema sa dogs and pwede po ba itong i-treat habang undergoing siya ng treatment for ehrlichiosis?
Okay. Actually, hyphema kasi as many factors kung bakit siya nangyayari. It can happen because of...
Wait Doc, for those who don't know, what is hyphema?
Okay, sorry. Hyphema is the accumulation of blood sa may loob ng eye ng mga pets natin. Okay, so may kita niyan kasi parang pulang-pula yung loob mismo, yung fluid inside the eye, pulang-pula siya. It means na nagkakaroon tayo na hemorrhage or may pooling ng blood inside. So again, no, hyphema can be caused by a lot of factors. It can be as bad as cancer, you know, and it could be just because of the low blood platelets. Katulad niya na nasabi mo, meron siyang ehrlichia or ehrlichiosis. But other factors would include retinal detachment, pwedeng may high blood pressure. Basically, it's something na mas maigi, no, for in my opinion, professional opinion, na dalhin mo na lang sa amin. No,
Vets in practice is the key.
Yes, kasi baka mamaya, may...
Yeah, so there's a follow-up question. Medyo severe na po kasi yung hyphema ng dog ko, like bulging out na yung eyes niya. Pwede pa po ba matreat to avoid permanent blindness? Undergoing pa po kasi siya ng treatment with ehrlichia and naka-confine siya dito sa local vet namin. May eye specialist po ba sa VIP the Fort? Hahanapan kasi namin siya na magtitingin as soon as makalabas na siya. Thank you.
Yes. Actually, meron kaming eye specialist sa may Fort Branch. Kailangan lang natin
Schedule,
yes. Ipa-schedule, no. Tawag na agad tayo sa may Fort Branch para makausap niyo yung receptionist namin for them to be able to give you the best time for your pet. Pero answering your question lang, siguro as a surface lang na answer, if it's regarding kung pwede ba siya isabay sa ehrlichia treatment, definitely yes. No, kasi ang gusto natin talaga is to relieve your pet with all
It could actually be time sensitive also So if it's getting like bigger, you can also give us a call so that we can discuss this further with you.
Yeah,
so
kahit siguro mga first aid treatment na bigay namin, kunyari wala pang schedule na maaga si eye specialist, for example, we can give you some first aid treatment na muna. We could check the eye if mataas masyado yung intraocular pressure.
Yes,
so yeah, again,
it's also baka glaucoma, ganyan.
Yeah, it's
so
like glaucoma. So again, dalhin nyo na lang sa amin, no, or pasked tayo, tawag po kayo sa Vets in Practice sa Fort. So ma-check agad natin ang iyong pet, okay?
Okay. So from Queen Maliksi, I think this is a question for Dr. Lem. What is the first aid if I think my guinea pig is suffering from heat stroke? Thank you.
Okay. Well, treatment for heat stroke, no, especially for mammals, I think it's always going to be the same. First and foremost, you have to bring them to a colder area. And then I think the most you can do naman at home would be to wrap them in a damp towel, no, and active airflow. So that means na kailangan nyo silang tapatan ng electric fan para lang gumagalaw yung hangin, and it would dissipate more heat, no? Now, heat stroke doesn't resolve by itself, and the best thing that you can do is have them checked in any one of our branches, no, that accepts emergencies any time of the day. Okay? So again, that would be Vets in Practice Alabang, the Fort, Mandaluyong, or Katipunan and QC.
Yes, it's
okay?
actually very tricky for with heat stroke, even with other animals, not only with our small mammals. Kasi it's really hard to like find the middle ground kung gaano kabilis dapat pababain yung temperature.
Yes.
So even as professionals, sometimes it's a bit tricky for us to treat. So it's very sensitive also to treat patients with heat stroke. So better talaga na dalhin sila agad with the signs, kung makita mo na may signs na talaga ng possible heat stroke.
Yes, exactly. So the next few hours kasi in cases like this is really critical. So the sooner na maka-receive siya ng medical attention, the better.
Yes, the better prognosis.
Yes.
So, yun. Okay. Next question. This is for Dr. Ali. Okay, so my dog has scabies for 2 months now, and he was given antibiotics, sprays, etc., and nothing worked. Our vet suggested to have her spayed. She is only 9 months old. She is a multi-pom and 1/4 Japanese Spitz. So, Doc Ali.
Okay, so regarding for since your concern is suggested for spay siya, but the thing is meron siyang scabies. Actually, I recommend that much better we have to treat the skin first. Kasi once we do an incision, yun kasi syempre yung unang bungad natin na sugat, baka magkaroon tayo ng compromised healing. So, I recommend that if in case it's getting worse, you can actually have a second opinion para doon. If in case na di tayo, parang di kasi gumagaling if in case para sa'yo. And recommend namin na pwede pumunta dito sa vets in practice para ma-check up namin. Especially kasi dermatological patients are actually very tricky to heal, yun nga,
To
gamutin. At times,
manage, yes.
matagal din actually. Yung 2 months na yan, that's actually pinaka-maikli nating time frame for patients na talagang severe infections na.
Siya.
Ayun. So, much
Usually
as well.
dogs that gets like this kind of mga sakit with the skin, they are usually immunocompromised or
Correct.
mababa yung immune system nila. That's why they get these parasites. So better talaga na we build their immune system and then treat for the parasite as well before having them undergo some extensive procedure like
Correct.
open abdomen surgery, which is the spay. So it's really important for us to treat the scabies first.
Yes. So, usually din kasi, the skin is yung pinakamalaking organ talaga sa buong katawan. So, ang ano natin din kasi is, might as well, kasi ang skin talaga, papakita sa'yo pag meron siya sakit, baka may internal problem. So, maybe hindi lang siya scabies. Isa namin usually na-recommend is checking yung hormones nila, like the T4 gland, yung T4 hormone. Kasi probably, yun yung isa ding underlying cause, kaya hindi agad gumagaling yung pet nyo from the scabies. Oo.
So, yun. It's really important to check for any other underlying disease because remember, the skin is the largest organ of the body.
Yes.
So, it usually reacts to other stimuli or other diseases as well. So, yan.
Ayan lang. Yun naman yung suggestion natin. Treat the skin first, then we can do the spay.
Yes. So, from Marion Flores.
Kanina.
Okay, anyone can answer this question. So what to do if my dog's pyoderma keeps recurring even after 2 rounds of antibiotics?
Okay, so one suggestion would be to do a culture and sensitivity. Okay, so basically a culture and sensitivity is something to treat a specific pathogen or bacteria to a specific agent or antibiotic. No, so mas maigi kung ganon, makikita talaga natin what is the root cause of the pyoderma, bakit siya pabalik-balik, baka mamaya resistant pala si bacteria sa may antibiotic na ginagamit natin.
So yeah, targeted treatment talaga
Yes,
dapat.
very
So
specific yun. No?
yun. So para ma-identify natin what causes the bacterial pyoderma, it would also tell us the best antibiotic to use for the
and
specific bacteria.
Siguro we have to consider na baka pyoderma is a secondary problem, baka nagkakaroon pala siya ng canine atopic dermatitis.
Yes, which is very
Or,
common,
yeah,
by the way.
very common siya. And yeah, it's like a severe allergic reaction. Siguro better lang na ma-rule out natin lahat ng possible na cause for us to treat your patient, your pet well.
Yes. Also, like here in Vets in Practice, we have allergy testing. So it's we can collect blood from your dogs and then from your pets, and then we will send it out to a third-party company, and then we can identify what causes the flare or the triggers of your dog's allergy or your pet's allergies. So that could actually help us to stay away from your pet's like being exposed to those allergens. So that's actually the most, for me that's in my professional opinion, that's the best way to at least manage your canine or atopic dermatitis.
Yeah, actually, it covers everything talaga, no, from environmental
Yes,
to
food.
dietary allergens,
Yes.
no. So it's very especially kung years na yung problem natin. Kung years na
It's very
nangangati.
comprehensive
Yeah,
naman.
pabalik-balik. Gagamutin, after a few weeks, after a few months, babalik na naman. Long term is going to be very expensive. No, kaya it's best to to
And
have
stressful.
it. Yeah, it's stressful for both you and your pet. So it's best for us to treat it specifically. Okay?
Okay, so I think we have here our special surprise guest. So, let me welcome one of our managing partners, Dr. Margo Carpio. Hi, Doc.
Wow. Good evening, everyone. Nice to see you four there. You all look good.
Yes, Doc, thank you.
Doc. Thank you,
How are
Doc.
you, Doc?
Sorry I couldn't join you today. Virtually lang.
Thanks, Doc. So, is there any kind of message that you would like to share with our viewers tonight?
Well, I just want to thank everybody who joined tonight's broadcast. I hope it's educational. This is an effort on our part from the Vets in Practice community to impart more knowledge, to empower the pet owners directly so that we can take care of our pets better. And special thanks to you for hosting the very first one. Congratulations.
Yay! Thank you, Doc. So, thank you so much, Doc Margo, for joining us despite your busy schedule. So, also congratulations for Vets in Practice 20-year anniversary. So, we are very proud of you. And I hope you are proud of us also.
Oh, I can't take all the credit. Thank you for those generous words. Pero dahil sa inyo lahat to, it's the entire Vets in Practice community that I, and we all the partners are very grateful for. It's not an effort of one person. It's a lot of hands, no? A lot of hands and hearts and minds that go into what Vets in Practice is today. Maraming salamat sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Doc. Bye!
Bye! Enjoy! Enjoy, everybody!
Oh, kala nyo si Nadine Lustre, no? Oh, mas maganda si Doc Marga. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to the question and answer portion. Okay. So from Maite B. Bayot, why is that Aspin dogs are not sickly while dogs that have breed are prone to diseases and allergies? Okay, Dr. Lem will get this question.
Yeah, there's actually a reason for that talaga, no? A very legitimate one. It's called hybrid vigor. Because our Aspins are already a mix of multiple breeds, and it's a concept that they use in husbandry to further elevate yung genetics ng isang animal. So, it happens in farming, kaya meron tayo mga proven na sires, no, na tinatawag. Kasi they always impart good genetic traits, no, to their offspring. Now, in the case of our Aspin, yung genetic makeup nila is already so mixed that it becomes, a bit really a bit stronger than most of your pure breeds.
They're actually lucky.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want that naman, pero it happened.
It happened. They're very strong. And so hybrid vigor is a part of it. Plus the purebred dogs, I think there are diseases talaga that get specific breeds, no? Kasi,
We have this like breed predilection.
Yeah, that one. So,
yeah, it's very common.
Papasa-pasa. Kasi, pare-pares lang sila ng genetic makeup, so the weaknesses and strengths of that breed get passed down to the offspring and minsan, na-elevate pa. So, that's why.
Yun. So, okay. Thank you, Doc Lem. So, next question is from Jason Luna. It's not really a question, but more of a comment. So, I just want to say I commend all of your hard work, passion, and dedication. it really isn't easy what you guys do.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
know,
Jason Luna.
I know there
Thank
is
you.
a lot of stress in that line of work, but I want you to know that you guys are amazing. Oh, thank
Thank
you
you, Mr.
so
Jason.
much.
Thank you,
From the
Jason.
bottom of our hearts, this is like a very refreshing comment to know that the vets are appreciated, because we sometimes forget that with all the stress in our work environment. And it's nice to know, to be informed that someone appreciates what we do every day. So thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, back to the question. Matik na kami maiyak doon. Grabe ka naman. Okay, from Crazy Yap. Hello, Doc. What to do if my ascites ang dog? Biglaan na lang po mula nung nagka-early ka, nag-diuretics naman po, pero lagi pa din malaki ang tiyan, bloated siya at parang hirap huminga.
Alright, so ascites, no? Again, like anything, it could be caused by multiple stuff, no? So, ehrlichiosis can be one of them. But since ganito na nagde-take na siya ng diuretics and it's been going on for a while now, I think we have to look at other things that could cause it, no? So, it's better if you have your dog scheduled for a checkup in any one of our branches so that we could really get down to the bottom of this issue and treat, no? Not symptomatically, but yung disease na mismo.
Yeah, I want to emphasize na dyan sa may statement mo, ning nahihirapan na siya huminga, that's because of the bloat. Baka mamaya, naiipit na. And yung paghirap sa hinga ng ating dog, it's not something that we should take lightly. So, it's something actually pwede na nga maging emergency yan. No, so, possible factors lang, it could be related to the liver, baka bumabagsak yung specific protein sa kanyang katawan. It could be related sa kanyang puso, mali ba natin, no? So, just to inform, oo eh. So, just to inform everyone, Ehrlichia is a blood parasite. So, when we say blood parasite, it is an organism that invades mismo yung dugo ng mga pets natin. Yes, it can really get complicated. Of course, the blood circulates in all of our organs. It can affect a lot of our organs, no? Possibly the kidneys, the liver, which is two of the most important organs natin. No, so crazy. Better lang talaga, no? Have your dog have a comprehensive checkup, pa-check natin lahat, no? Kasi it's a very serious problem na talaga yung nakikita ko. No?
Actually, gusto ko rin interject dun sa mismong is sa ehrlichia. So, para ma-prevent natin kasi galing siya sa ticks. So, number one is prevention is better than cure. Yan naman lagi sabi natin. So, always give tick and flea preventions for your dogs. So,
Like Simparica.
yes, Simparica.
Yan.
Yes, so Simparica is one of our products na kini-carry
Yes.
na can prevent the tick and fleas. Oo. So,
Welcome to Miss Hart.
So, our pet wellness actually then also carries this, yung Simparica. So, if you're going to avail it, you can also have the Simparica din po, dun sa
Yes,
mismo.
it's included in the pet wellness plan
Yes.
also.
Oo.
So, it's
Covered siya.
covered. Like,
Alright.
for the whole year. So, it's good.
Okay? Sige.
So, next question from Barb Dalumpines. So, this is actually not a question, but we will read it na lang din. We've been bringing all our pets to VIP Katipunan for more than a decade. Thank you for your service, love, and compassion to animals and the families they belong to. So, thank you, Miss Barb. We will not reach our 20th birthday if not for the loyal clients that trust us with their beloved pets. So, thank you so much for your trust.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so another question from Miss Beam Failanga. So, how do you differentiate seizure from a shivering lang, Doc? For awareness lang po na baka na-miss namin yung signs.
Yeah, kanina when we were discussing the pet emergency, I showed the video. Usually the hallmark of differentiating seizures from shivering is consciousness. So if your dog is undergoing grand mal seizure, it's not gonna be responsive to anything. Call its name, offer treats, nothing's gonna happen. But if it's shivering, ano po siya, responsive pa siya sa'yo. So I think that's one of the main signs, no, that you can use to differentiate shivering from a seizure. Pero again, usually the seizures kasi entail rigidity of the entire body, contractions of uncontrollable amounts, no. So example.
Sample.
Just kidding.
Ayun.
Pwede ba can we pull up the video again? Pwede ba natin ipakita yun? Or hindi na?
Yeah,
Sige,
okay.
but,
So,
yeah.
we can play that in another time.
In another
So,
time.
yan. Sometimes you can also check yung like response ng pupils nila.
Yeah,
So, it's actually very easy for owners to do that at home. So, you can just like shine a light in their pupils. So, if pag natamaan ng ilaw yung pupils nila, dapat lumiit siya.
Yes.
So, if it's no longer responsive or pag hindi na lumiliit yung pupil while they're shivering or showing signs na parang nanginginig sila, that could actually be a seizure already. Yeah, and also if sometimes it's just as easy as like opening their eye. So, pag binuksan yung mata and then it's moving like left or right and then up and down rapidly, that could actually be a sign of seizure as well. So, what do we do, Doc?
Oh, it's me. Of course. That's an emergency case na pagka nagkakaroon ng seizure. Of course, sino ba namang makakakita ng aso nagsi-seizure tapos hindi ka kakabahan, 'di ba? First aid siguro, well, unfortunately we cannot do anything sa bahay. Just wait for it na humupa. Don't try to hold them down. Sometimes baka bigla silang nag-snap sila. No, dogs that are having seizures or cats that are having seizures, after nila magkaroon ng seizure, we call it the post-ictal phase. Delirium. Yes, yun yung tamang term. Delirium sila, hindi nila alam yung paligid nila. Yes. Very, very confused. So, paminsan, pag bigla mo silang hawakan, di nila nare-recognize na yung owners pala yun. Kumakagat sila. No, and of course, it might injure you. Once na ma-stabilize natin yung patient, once na, back to normal na ulit sila, bring them to, again, pagka-calm na yung pet natin. Again, bring them to vets in practice. We'll do a comprehensive exam. No, seizures kasi, again, like Dr. Lem Gamaro said, there's a lot of factors. Yeah. There's a lot of causes why seizure happens. Okay?
So the least that you can do at home, or the most that you can do at home while your dog is seizing, is like protect the head. You can actually insert a pillow on under the head para hindi tumama sa hard na surface yung ulo nila. So yun siguro yung pinaka the best na pwedeng gawin. And then you can try to move them on the side if they're like lying on their back para they don't choke with their saliva. Yun. So, yun siguro yung pinaka-first aid.
Yes.
Okay. So, next question. From Lala Cabrera Orosa. I think this is more of a request than a question. So, to the managing partners watching this, Doc Nielsen, Doc Marga, Doc Mike, Doc Nick, sana may VIP din dito sa Davao City. Maybe. Oh, you don't know. Baka
No.
Uy, baka
So, keep an eye out for that.
Yes. Yes, you'll never know. So stay tuned. Just follow our Facebook page or Instagram so that if we will have a Davao branch, you will be informed
We'll
immediately.
keep you posted. Just watch out for our
Yes.
socials.
Okay, so this is from Maan Limayo. Congratulations and keep up the good work. Thanks to our VIP Mandaluyong family for taking good care of our fur baby Maton. We really appreciate all of you. Yes, I know Maton.
Maton, hi.
I actually did the surgery on Maton.
I hope Maton is doing well.
Okay,
Ma'am
I hope
Maan.
he stops eating random stuff.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Maan, for your trust
Thank you,
also. Okay, from Miss Nika. Okay, this is a greeting. Happy 20th anniversary VIP, our senior Aspin Bambam is exhibiting signs of PTSD after sustaining physical injuries at a hotel's pet boarding facility. She's not the type na madaling matakot, as Doc Nielsen Donate made sure she would thrive after a rough puppyhood. Pero after ng recent physical injuries niya, takot na siya. Oh, so this is a question. Takot na siya every time may lumalapit na tao sa kanya. She's been prescribed calming pills and we're desensitizing her. Is there anything else we can do for her? Please, thank you, vets, for all that you do. This is a question for Doc Ali.
Yeah. So, since may past trauma kasi yung dog, it's a bit tricky din kasi, especially kung chronic na siya na case. Pero I think one of na pwede natin kasing i-recommend is either training or therapies. So, such as kasi yung kapag dating sa training kasi natin, what we can do is doing positive reinforcements lalo na kapag may mga cases tayong takot. So, para lang ma-associate ng dog na it's okay, na hindi niya dapat katakutan yung certain situation na yon. So, if in case yun nga, nag-medications na kasi siya, so more behavioral kasi siya and meron kasi siyang, nakaalala din kasi yung dogs. So, yun na yung problema natin doon na di na kaya ng meds at all. Pero I recommend that maybe try to put them in a different kind of place or scenario na mas calm. Oo. So, maybe kasi yung mismong lugar na yun is triggering din kasi. So, yun yung mga recommend sa atin. Training or maybe using kasi yung mga, kanina nabanggit ko is actually either music, and nabanggit din ni Doc Nikki, maybe you try to talk to the dog and baka mas calm siya. Ayan. So, medyo yung area na yan, baka hindi na natin siya kayang matanggal talaga, pero at least lessen.
Yeah.
Oo.
So maybe, maybe you can try to identify what gives your dog a sense of security. And then every time that you're gonna try to introduce her or him to a scenario that is unsafe for the dog or that will cause what will trigger her anxiety, maybe try to always provide a sense of security. So some dogs parang yung may pressure, when they feel like a pressure, yung mga pressure ties. So of course enough lang na pressure just for them to feel like they're being held. So yun, that could actually help. So maybe try to get to know your dog better kung saan siya nafe-feel niya na secure siya. So always provide the sense of security every time you try to like introduce her to a new scenario.
Yeah. Yun lang naman.
Doc Josh, this is a question for you. So when po needed ipa-squeeze ang anal sac, dapat po ba routine yan? Yung isa kong Shih Tzu, at first akala namin nakagat ng insect, but last time namaga talaga at nagkaroon ng parang boil at nag-burst. Happy anniversary po.
Okay. Anal
This is a question, sorry, from Kelly Liose. Liose.
Yes.
Sorry.
So, anal sacs have to be drained. Siguro, let's say, once a month is enough na. No, in severe cases, kung talagang recurrent siya, once in 2 weeks. No, even your local groomers can do it naman. Pero if ever lang, of course, sometimes kasi nagkakaroon tayo ng we call it anal sac rupture or impacted yung anal sacs nila. No, usually the signs na nag-start to is we call it anal scooting. So anal scooting is yung dinadrag ng pet natin yung puwet nila sa sahig. Akala natin nakakatawa
It's
lang.
funny
Yeah,
actually,
it's
but
funny.
it's not. It's medically relevant.
Yeah. Iniisip natin, magpupunas lang sa sahig. No? Akala natin marunong pa kasi marunong mag-tissue. Pero it's actually an irritation sa kanilang puwet. No? Once your dog is, is experiencing or presenting yung anal scooting natin, no, best na check agad natin yung kanilang anal sac. Normally kasi anal sacs should be
nagde-drain siya
mag-isa sa may body ng dog. The reason why we recommend na ipa-drain din natin siya at least mga once a month is para lang ma-ensure natin na kasi napapasukan ng dumi yan ma-ensure natin na talaga na-drain natin fully, no, na natin na empty out natin before pa magkaroon ng
For those that who don't know, anal sac is like a gland sa dalawang gilid ng butthole or ng ano nila. So, cats and dogs, meron silang dalawang anal glands. And also, sometimes on severe cases, talagang kung laging nagkakaroon ng anal gland problem, it could be related to atopic dermatitis na rin, right?
Yeah. And because of the irritation ng buong body, nasasama na rin yung area na yun, no? So, again, if hindi lang kayo, comfortable, no, dalhin nyo lang po.
If in doubt, VIP.
Yes. If in doubt, vets in practice, punta lang po kayo.
Okay, so do we have time for more questions?
Yeah.
Okay, so from Kish Potgeiter, it's so hard to read your surname. What are the baseline materials to have for basic home first aid or e-kits for our pets at home? Thanks, Docs.
Yes. Unang-una, I think would be gauze pads. No, again, they're very good cleaning materials for your wound. And then the next one is a soap that wouldn't be too harsh on their skin. So, one of the most readily available ones and widely available ones is yung perla na kulay white. That's not very harsh on their skin and it's a very good antiseptic kasi it's a detergent. No? Tapos, bottles of povidone iodine could really help din. So you should have that. And tape to secure your gauze pads. Again, paper tape would do. If I have to recommend the brand, I usually find yung Mediplast to work really well. So, pwede na yun.
Actually, if you have like those human first aid kits, it's actually
that
also
would do.
like
Yeah.
fairly similar.
Yes. So, tapos, again, siguro add na lang natin na yung activated charcoal capsules to your kit. That would really help, no, in impeding the absorption of the body if ever meron siyang ma-ingest na toxic substances, no? Again, widely available sa mga drugstores or wellness shops. And a good baseline would be 1 capsule per 10 kilograms. So, that's fine. Okay?
Actually, for emergency kits, you can also include their medical records,
Yes,
mga
exactly.
vaccination
That's
books,
really
para if
helpful.
you're gonna bring them in, yung mga information about their past illnesses could be like reviewed by the emergency doctor. So sometimes, diba, we have yung regular doctor that sees your pets.
Yes.
But
So,
ibang doctor na pag may emergency. So mas maganda pa rin na we have the medical records in hand. Or at least you know it like at the back of your mind na nagkaroon siya ng ganito before, ganyan. It could also help with the diagnosis, ganyan.
kasi a lot of the times then when we're dealing with the senior dogs, a lot of the emergencies that they experience is related to previous diagnoses. If halimbawa merong liver or kidney problem na chronic na, then usually that could escalate into an emergency.
It would really help pagka yung
Medical
magdadala will be
records.
someone
Records.
knowledgeable with the pet's medical history talaga.
Exactly.
Yan. So, yan. Next question po. Ooh.
Again? Stay tuned in our
This
socials.
this is actually my tito. Hi, Tito Emong. Shout out.
Hello po.
Congratulations on your retirement. So, meron ba kayong branch dito sa Bohol? We'll never know. O pag nagka-branch, lilipat na ako dyan para ampunin mo na ako.
We'll keep you posted on our socials. Follow it on Facebook, Instagram,
And
and,
TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah, we have TikTok. We're hip now.
Yes. Okay. From Egia Ram. Okay, may special care po ba na kailangan ang pusa na may FIV or feline immune deficiency virus? Mas sakitin ba sila at mas maikli ang lifespan? Doc Ali, you wanna get this question? Okay daw.
So, special care for FIV patients. Sometimes kasi they're asymptomatic. Some, symptomatic din. So, for those cases lang na asymptomatic, I recommend that you just make sure your cat is healthy, tsaka give immune boosters or multivitamins para lang at least na hindi sila magkaroon ng ganitong conditions na nagkakaroon ng lagnat for FIV patients, biglang bumabagsak din yung kanilang, for example, yung platelets and ataas yung infections nila. So, mga ganitong cases kasi they're also prone with sa ngipin. So, you always have to check din kasi yung kanilang oral health. So, they're prone kasi sa gingivitis din eh. So, ang ano lang natin is, Technically, mas delikado actually yung pagdating sa FELV. Yun yung parang
What is
tatawag namin na FELV
FELV?
is feline
Feline
leukemia virus. So, most of the time, siya yung parang nagiging zombie yung cat kesa dito sa FIV. Oo. So, etong parang HIV to sa tao si FIV.
Yeah. So, what are the usual signs po ng FIV sa cat? So that the viewers will be informed.
Usually, meron silang gingivitis, immunocompromised sila most of the time. Sometimes
Mostly pag
nilalagnat.
talagang sakitin masyado, no?
Sakitin, oo.
Yeah, so mas maganda na mag-viral screening talaga. Since some cats don't show symptoms.
Yes.
Tapos parang biglang it will go down from like randomly.
Correct. And recommend natin na kapag positive yung cat nyo with FIV, mas maganda spay neuter nyo din
Yes.
sila. Kasi kumakalat kasi siya via coitus. Oo.
Yes.
So,
Sexual
sexually
transmission.
transmitted.
Yan.
Ayun.
Okay, so actually, kung mas maiksi ba yung lifespan nila?
Technically, I have patients na may FIV and tumatanda sila. O, malalampasan pa rin
Yeah.
yan kahit kitten siya ngayon na diagnose. Pwede pa rin siyang tumanda. Basta,
Yeah, so
Oo.
not necessarily. So kailangan lang talagang it's always better to like boost their immune system to help it manage, to
Correct.
help manage the FIV. Okay, so we have time for 2 more questions. So from Patricia Santos, hi, may special procedure po ba kayong magagawa para sa mga dogs na positive sa distemper? Okay, you want to answer? Si Lem, you want to answer this?
All right.
Si Lem Gamaro.
Yes. So here in Vets in Practice, we have 4 different routes that we can take if ever your dog is positive with the distemper virus. No. So the first one would be consecutive shots of an antibody that would span around 7 days, no, or 5 to 7 days, mga ganyan. Then the next one is a vaccination against NCD. No, so NCD is a virus of technically chickens, no, but it's within the same family kasi of your distemper virus. So in theory, it could work. No. Tapos the last one, the third one pala is injecting the animal with antibody serums collected from previously vaccinated dogs. No, healthy
Dogs.
previously vaccinated dogs,
Yes.
and we have that here. Okay?
And we have it readily available for you guys.
Yes.
So you just
Yes. And the last one is injecting that serum that we have right into the epidural space of the animal. No?
in between the spine.
In between the spine, dun sa mismong spinal canal nila. Now, depende, no? Kasi I think with the distemper, we really have to talk about the severity of the case mismo kasi it's almost always fatal
Yes.
to the patient. And syempre, if ganun yung prognosis natin, if it's really poor or guarded, then we could approach it really economically. So all of those treatment options that we laid out for you right now, we can discuss it naman depending on your budget then for the dog, no? Kasi yung treatment routes na yun, it's not on its own. Kailangan
Yes.
pa rin niya ng medications talaga and extra support. No?
So, just to be clear, the difference between the third and fourth option. The third option, we will inject the serum via the veins.
Yes.
And then for the fourth option, it's gonna be inserted through the spine. So that the fourth option is usually requires sedation for
yes.
safer measures. So yun. So since distemper has varied signs and severities, it's really best for you guys to bring them in. But again, the best option is to prevent it.
Prevent it.
Yes.
Yes.
So through vaccinations, which is included in our pet wellness plans.
Yes.
So it's really better for you guys to get your enroll your pets with pet wellness plan so that you won't worry about their wellness in the future. So yes.
So the wellness plan has checklists. So
Yes.
it's easier for you to track and
parang
everything's
ear
covered.
swabbing, ganyan. So it's like the nail trimming,
It's really
which
convenient.
yeah. So, yun. So, we have a question, and unfortunately, last question. So, this is from Miss Nirvana. Hi, Miss Nirvana, hello po.
Hi. Hi, ma'am.
So, hello Mandaluyong vets. Prada and Orange just had diarrhea last night. That is soft with mucus and blood. They are household dogs and no exposure outside. I was worried about parvo. I gave some remedy at home such as proprectaline paste, pumpkin powder, activated charcoal, and probiotics. The next stool was formed already without blood anymore. Should we still bring them for a checkup? The appetite's still good and they are very energetic pa rin naman. Okay, Doc Ali.
Hi, Ma'am Nirvana.
Hi,
Ayan.
ma'am.
Hello. So, I think since kasi you already gave some first aids for them, and sabi nyo naman naging form yung stool. So, I recommend na observe nyo na lang sila. You can still continue the medications that you already gave, since kasi probiotics lang naman sila and gastroprotectants. Pero, if in case persistent sila, then recommend you come back and check up namin.
So that we will see you again.
Oh, ma'am.
Okay, so it's better for us to like rule out, of course, the parvo, especially
Correct.
since you have other dogs at home.
Mhm.
So yun. Mm-mm. So at the first sign of them getting weak or not eating, just bring them in. Any time of the
Yeah,
day.
anytime naman yan, ma'am.
So that's it, guys. That concludes our question and answer portion. We hope that we were able to answer your inquiries. And don't worry, guys, because we will be having more of this in the coming months. So, yes. So the winners for the raffle for the viewers will be posted on our Facebook and Instagram pages. So don't forget to follow us and subscribe on all our channels. We also have a YouTube channel, so you can just follow us there so that you can also review the way that we answered the questions. So especially if you need some clarity on the questions that was posted here, you can review our answers there because this live is also recorded. So if you want any other topics or any requests that we can tackle for you guys, you just leave us a comment and then we will try our best to provide them for you. So all this is our way of giving back to the community of vets in practice. And again, we will not reach 20 years without our loyal clients and those who completely trusts that we always give our best to their pets. Okay, so again, thank you so much everyone for tuning in to our thank you so much everyone for tuning in to our first segment of the Joy of Pet Companionship. So I will be giving the floor to my esteemed colleagues for their final message. So Doc Josh.
So again, we thank you all for your loyalty and for our future clients come to VIP para makilala niyo rin kami. Just want to have this time to be an advocate for yung lagi natin narinig, adopt, don't shop. Though I know yung mga purebreds natin sobrang cute talaga, pero there are a lot of pets or yung mga abandoned dogs, mga street dogs, stray cats that needs a loving home.
Yes.
So katulad nga kayo na pag-usapan natin stray cats and stray dogs, most of them do have a stronger immune system.
Yes, it's their special power.
Yeah, and yes, and you just have they just have to have a lovely home, para you'll know kung gaano sila ka-sweet, kung gaano sila ka-affectionate, and yeah, they need you.
Give
Yes.
them a chance.
Again, adopt, don't shop, at the very least, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. So their next is Dr. Alison Sevilla.
Hi. So, closing remarks lang natin. So, spray meeting. Pero spay and neuter is one of our advocacies. So, come to Vets in Practice. And since we have a 20% off on our neutering services. So, until August, end of August siya. So, it can prevent not only yung pagdami ng pets nyo, but also actually unwanted yung mga pregnancies as well as yung mga diseases. Pyometra, which is yun nga, and then prostatitis or prostate cancers.
So it's also, we were informed by Miss Barb Dalumpines, it's also Happy Aspen Day today! Yay! It's your day today,
Happy
Aspins.
Aspen Day today. Oo nga, nang galing. Okay.
Okay. Okay, continuing. Also, for the last closing remarks of Dr. Lem Gamaro.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to the first, our pilot episode of this live stream. I hope you guys learned a lot, and thank you for your participation, everyone. And I hope to see you in one of our branches. Thank you to our social media team for making this possible.
Yes, thank you.
Give a shout out to them.
Yes, thank you, Urban Geppetto. Thank
you,
you,
Urban
Sir
Geppetto.
Jerome, our
Thank you.
technical director. Thank you to our Manda
IT team,
Vets.
let's go.
Manda Best. Thank you
Thank
also
you.
to Fort
Thank you,
for letting us borrow Doc
Letting us
Josh for the day. So, yun. Thank you so much, everyone, for the very warm welcome and also for all the greetings for our 20th anniversary. Again, this will not be the last, so do not forget to share this with all your friends and family so that they can be informed as well of what we can do for your pets. I hope that everyone has learned a few things from us tonight. So, thank you so much again to everyone who was here tonight. So, we hope to see you soon in our branches,
See you
in our
soon,
face-to-face. So, yan.
Jamie. JM, you're next.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you
Good
guys.
night.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in. See you soon.